I'm at home for 22 days quarantine. Let me tell you what my beautiful wife is going through. She's alone. We have a 3-year-old son and a 2-month-old daughter. So for 22 days, I'm hearing my kids yell, scream. My son's asking where daddy is. My wife is losing her mind. I'm getting breakfast, lunch, and dinner delivered to my room. I'm like, damn, COVID ain't that bad.
Good morning, SoFlo. Welcome to the show. That was a clip of I Never Thought, the new comedy special from Miami favorite, 2-time Emmy-nominated comedian and actor Michael Yo. And of course, Inside South Florida had to welcome him home to tell us all about it. Michael, good morning.
Thank you so much. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. You know, we couldn't miss an opportunity here on the show to welcome back the original King of Miami.
There you go. Yeah, I was Mr. 305 because Pitbull went Mr. Worldwide. So I became Mr. 305 for a little bit, you know?
Well, you know, if you stand in the middle of Biscayne and you yell out Michael Yo, people will start affectionately honking.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? That's nice to say. Maybe for a little bit when I was in Miami, but Miami's just South Florida is such a great place, man. And the love I get every time I come back is incredible.
I Never Thought, streaming on YouTube, March 17th. Your second comedy special. We got Blasian. Now we're coming back with this one. Mike, your approach to comedy is not one-liners. It's not zingers. It's storytelling. And you're telling a very important story with this comedy special.
Yeah, so it's called I Never Thought because basically I never thought I would see most of the stuff I saw during the pandemic, and especially almost dying from COVID. So I was in the hospital. I was the first person in the hospital with COVID in our area. And this is just 5 days after lockdown. So they didn't know what to use on people. I was a guinea pig. And I took that and made it like a 10 to 11 minute joke in the special. And I walked people in a funny way through my whole story. Because after I survived, it was like, I need to find the funny in this. Because I'm a comic and we take tragedy and make it funny. And plus at the same time, it educates people about it. And that's what I love about this special. That's why it's called I Never Thought, because I never thought I would see most of this stuff I've seen.
As you said, you were one of the first people in the US to contract COVID.
Yes.
How did that change your perspective on life, Mike?
After I survived, it's all about family for me. I have a daughter that's 2, I have a son that's 5, and my wife, and then I spend a lot of time with my parents. They're actually in the other room right now. And it's just a thing where you enjoy life more. You know that it can be taken away at any second. And the biggest fear I had, people always ask, were you scared of dying? And I was never scared of dying. I was scared of my kids not knowing how much I love them. Wow. Because they were at the age, my son was 3 and my daughter was 2 months old at the time. And at that time, like, they don't understand love. You know, they don't understand how much I love them. And I didn't want to be a was story. Your daddy was this, your daddy was that. So I fought hard to survive. And the doctor, thankfully I got the right doctor.
You told the Wendy Williams show that last year you were at 85%. How are you feeling now?
I'm 100%, but I got to be honest with you. I think 5 to 10 years from now, they're going to find out it really had a lot more effect on people's bodies than they thought. Because sometimes I wake up and I go, is that brain fog or am I just old? I don't know. I try to blame everything on COVID. I'm like, oh, brain fog, COVID,
Right.
I can't go to the gym today, COVID. Everything's COVID. Nah, but, I really feel like some days it's like, man, I just can't get it together. But I would say, but that's life,
right?
So I don't know if that's COVID or is that just getting older?
That's just life, Mike. That's just
right.
Life.
I think so.
The state of comedy, though, Michael, they say that nothing is off limits in comedy, but yet we see a lot of comedians coming under fire for expressing their opinions in their own space on controversial topics. Is comedy the last frontier in entertainment to go politically correct?
I feel it is the last stance. And it's weird to say because we're comedians, right? But the one thing comedians don't risk is if you're a politician, you have to play all the sides for people to vote for you. In comedy, once people find you and they like you, they're down with you. No matter what, they're rolling with you. So you speak your truth, and the people that believe and want to be a part of your journey, will be a part of your life and will sell out shows wherever you go. So it's kind of that thing where I feel that we can be honest because we have nothing else to risk, because our audience really doesn't care about the outside noise. They care about what you're doing and how you feel. And if you're honest with them, they'll be honest with you. And if you say something wrong, like I always say, if you say something wrong that's offensive, you should apologize. But if you say a joke and it doesn't land well, that's a creative process. Then well, I need to tweak that and do something else differently. So I tell everybody, going to a comedy show and you critiquing that is like a reporter turning in their first draft. Going, all right, we're going to turn this in. No, it's a work in progress until it's on a special.
There you go. Gospel. Yes. Speaking your truth, Yo Show, great podcast.
Yes.
Awesome guest. Mike, I feel like that podcast is therapy for you.
It is because I love, and so is comedy at the same time. It was therapy to, talk about my whole COVID thing in my comedy special, but also getting to interact. This is therapy, getting to interact with people and, getting your points of views out there, getting other people's points of views. I'm very open-minded. I live in Vegas right now where it's 50-50 in the state. So I hear everything. And I think I was put on this earth to bring people together. And that special I shot was in Tempe, Arizona, the reddest place in Arizona. And they were all laughing and like loving it. So I feel like with my podcast, with everything I do, just try to bring people together.
Hosting, comedy, podcast, you're an incredible father, an incredible husband. You are a stand-up man. I Never Thought premieres March 17th on YouTube. Michael Yo, Miami's finest. Glad to have you on.
Appreciate the love, my friend. Appreciate it.